Welcome back to TrainFever. It's 1940, well certainly it is in game. Everything's about to go wrong in the real world, but we are not in the real world, we are in a video game. So nothing will go wrong apart from a change that I have made in the whole setup. I removed the no vehicle NG mod because I wasn't using it at all. I might use it later on, but if I need to, I will just sort of sort it out then. What does that mean? Well, it should mean, I haven't checked, so it should have done that. But it should mean that our purchasing options here are now very different. See, the Class 74.4 is now only available between 1914 and 1944. The Crocodile, again, different end times. This one, different end time. That goes on down there. That can actually be bought quite a long time until the end of 1968. That is a heavy-duty freight locomotive, and it does live up to its name. We also have two compartment vehicles available for passengers. One is the old compartment car, which is just what it's called. That became available in 1883 and will be available for another 5 years. A very long-lasting carriage. Then the BC4, which we just unlocked not that long ago, last part, which is available to 1962. Then the goods wagons, I'll try that again. Then the goods wagons are available. The only overlap we have is in goods. No, hang on. Cargo. What? Cargo goods? I'm getting confused already. Goods is part of it all. So cargo, overall scopy thing, and then inside of that there's goods. It gets confusing because this game doesn't really use terms like I would. Like goods would just be a type of thing. Like I know goods is like the final product, but you know what I mean. We've got bulk and we've got goods. That makes sense. So goods is a final product. I'm explaining this mostly to myself. We've usually ran the Verbandswagen, but we can now also run the Goodswagen, which I'm guessing is a German thing, just because it's got HB and R next to each other, and that sounds incredibly German. We've got the old tank wagon available still for another 5 years, but don't know why we would buy that one. We've got the new one that can go quicker and can carry more capacity. Can also load quicker, and the state car. The buses and all of that we'll get to later on. Meanwhile, we've got the Mallard pulling out here. So we want now to expand. That's what we want to do. I've decided in my mind we are expanding, and in order to do that we need to see contour lines. So let's pause, or just leave the game paused actually, as we need to make sure that the lines aren't completely messed up here. And the way I ensure that they aren't is that we need to now expand here, which I am hoping I am actually allowed to do. You are this line here, so I need to extend you. You are willing to do that, fantastic. So extend you over here, and that'll then be the new mills line running out of Rye. So we need to sort that out first. And how do we sort that out? Well, where does it actually, it merges in here and then it goes single track there. Okay. So I just need to be careful here that I don't actually cock this up, so we may have to completely redo this section. I just need this train to pull away just for a wee while, right? You're pulling away now, so pause here. This should have cleared the area. We need to do this without actually messing anything up. Delete this and delete you. Then we need to relink up here, and we will do this with Canterbury's because we need to try and prepare for proper powering options here. So we need to try and get you who are running. Where are you running? You're running over there. So how are we running over here? We're running into this station, right? So, okay, let's try and rejig this whole thing. So if we extend you... Oh, actually, we extend you down as far as we can. Right, and we then bring... We can't bring you out, but we can do a branch off. Now, hang on. So you're here, right? You're running to there, so we need to link you up with a different station. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You won't actually run out of that, will you? Now, that's right. I forgot. So anyway, we'll link this up here. We'll do it at about 70. So this will be the new, I want to call it the Jubilee, but I don't know why. And that's actually entirely wrong. Let's just upgrade this before we do anything else, because this is entirely incorrect. Delete, delete, delete. We'll just delete you, delete you, delete you. You all are okay. We'll grab you. I believe that might become unavailable at some point, but it's not now. Can we then try and bring you in here with 60 kilometers an hour then? That's fine, it's walked to the end, it wouldn't be going that fast anyway. How are we running down on this end then? you're running into this station, so I can then swap you. We can actually upgrade this one here, righto, onto. Well, we'll need to also sort this out down here, but we'll. This is becoming more confusing than I thought it would be, because we will then need to run a whole new line, which will then take over from what we had. And you can thankfully upgrade all the way over here, because this will then be what we have running now here. Yeah, right, so I'll explain it to you as I see it. We will be extending this over here with this whole road, so we are shifting it over basically another row over. So the current trains that are running into Rye on this line will now be running into Rye on this line, and the trains going to New Mills will be going to New Mills this way. We will add on another couple of lines over here, running towards all of this area over there. That's how I'm doing it. We could run them all into Maidstone, of course, but we haven't got the big station there. We've decided that Rye should be our main hub for this part of the map, so that's what I'm doing. See, I'm doing what I meant to do. And where do we want to actually extend this? How far? I mean, I'm not a fan of extending it over the bridge there. So if we link you up here and we sort of merge it all together properly here, one of these trains, actually we can do it now. No, we can't because that train is there. So I need to do that when that bit of rail line is completely unobstructed. I also have to sort out, of course, the crossover point, and we can't actually do that on this side, can we? No, because we merged that in on that section. So, as I'm talking about the crossover point, I need to loop them over into this station over here. And we've got that crossover going here. Can we do that? No, we can't even do that there. So we need to do it from here, presumably, to clear out that block. Okay, you're not even willing to do that. You're willing to do it here, though. But could we do it at a bit higher speed? That would be fantastic. Thank you. Oh, no, hang on. What I'm doing here actually needs to be different, because I need to sort it out on this side, otherwise I won't be able to run trains into my depot, and that is a problem. So we may have to do what I was doing all along, extend you down to here, and then we'll just need to merge you in at some point, wherever you can merge in. You might need to get the new sleepers over here, because you actually increase the speed by 5, so that is fantastic. So if we can get this one lined up here at about 60, say, we can. 60 is here, so that is good. Can we then bring you in here onto... No, we can't. So let's try and see then. Can we do a crossover point at somewhere? So just bring you over there. It's going to look weird, but that's entirely okay. I'm guessing that's what you would do in real life as well if you upgraded this. Let's see here. You're willing to do this. It's going to be slow, but it'll have to be. Mend and make do. I like the approach of that. That's good. It's lovely and how you do things in the real world, so I like it a lot. So then, let's upgrade. No, we're running into this line, right? Yes, we are. So you're the line running here, actually, and we can then bring you electrified over to about there. Good, we didn't... How far out do we electrify? We've accidentally electrified that line all the way over to here, which we can't undo, so that's now electrified by accident. Whoops. So let's try now and do the new stretch of line running. It'll actually utilise this line, of course. That'll be the new section, but we will bring you over here. Signal in the way. Where is set signal? Right there, I can see it with my own 2 eyes. So if we delete that signal, and we then grab you and extend you over here, we run you at, say, 60, that would be probably about right. Then you will follow it over onto this side where the new line will branch off. Let's run and see here, get it to about there-ish. So the plan is for this new line that's utilising these 2 tracks will branch off, have its own bridge over here, because I don't want to mess up the lovely old stone bridge by adding onto it. Actually, perhaps we could even run it. Oh no, we can't because the road's there. And yeah, we'll have to cross over that road in anyway, but we could branch it off, either run it alongside that part of the river or this part of the lake. Probably a lake in it. It's not really a river. It's a river on the both sides. Hang on, if this is the River Wriggle, what would this be? I don't know. I need to come up with a name for that. Anyway, yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Let's just try and... Actually, no, let's build these stations. Perhaps we want to make it a 3-platform station in Hale as a sort of interchange into a smaller branch line running up into Sawbridgeworth and up into this area. And we'll then just continue down the current stretch down to Peterborough. Yeah, that's a good idea. And we even have a fairly decent proposal, I think. Actually, it would be better over here, but it's pricey, so it's not better in any way. Plop you down there. You are a 3-station good. And we want to do it out of the inner 2. And we are building it out of this track over here. Can we do it at 100? We probably need to be doing it as wide as we can. Where is that? That is right there. I'm hoping now that I can extend this one down, and it is limited to 99. I had hoped it would be limited at 100, but oh well. We can't do it right all of the time. So we probably want to run this one alongside the waterfront as soon as we can. It's now trying to come up with bridges and rivers and everything, and I'm not really going to pay attention to that. In fact, I want to sort of make sure that we are only clearing through here, and we will do it with a proper crossing. Okay, you actually need to do it here because of the terrain changes. Is there no way to run this one here properly? Because this seems a bit, you know, fucking massive. So let's change this approach. Delete that. Sometimes you get it wrong. I'm allowing myself to delete it as I'm constructing it, because there's no way of planning it. If we had a planning option, I wouldn't have to do it in this sort of quite interferable manner, would I? 120, that's fine. Can we run the other line then? Let's just make sure that we can bring both across. We can't. See, this is the problem here. Can we then bring them both across if we do it from the inside? Yeah, that is willing to work. So, delete that and then delete... Oh god, we need to leave that stretch, and I'm not really planning on doing that. So extend you up to here, so you're there now joined together. Extend you onto this, and you can extend onto that. Just in the nick of time, that road would have developed further on, but we managed to save this issue until later on. Then let's select this one, the inside or the waterside one. Bring it down here. It's sort of coming down by itself entirely. Keep it here. Speed won't really be that high on this line. I'm not planning this to be a high-speed line. Uh-oh, we need to cross the roadway, because we are idiots. You are now complaining about what? Okay, let's bring it, collision, there we go. Can we do it about 161? That way it can be 160 going in the other direction. Always try and go for a decent number on that. And we can then try and loop you around. How wide would you be? You'll be very wide. So 120 would probably be acceptable on this stretch. We need to not get bogged down in the high speed on the straights. It's not about keeping them as straight as possible, these types of tracks, because we won't be running the TGV. We will, however, be utilising their higher corner speeds, because apparently that's how it works. Don't know if it is, but certainly it is how it works here. Can we make this one? Yeah, we can. Although, do we want to, though? I mean, that would spoil the view in case somebody wants to do something here. So try and bring you over here, but I want to keep it here because it looks pretty. Like, we've got a lovely little waterside, lakeside line. It's going to be pretty, it's going to be very touristy, so everyone's going to love it very much. And we will just be running you to about here. And then we'll do a crossing over. And sadly, these bridge types, I should look for mods of bridges, because I don't think this is particularly pretty, nor is this. I wish we'd had other choices in terms of bridges, because they're both quite, you know, massive and invasive. I like those older types here, because they, you know, don't look like they're new bridges. They look pretty. And you can do pretty new bridges as well. I mean, I'm from fucking Denmark, where we go mad with bridges. Like, anywhere, if we can build a bridge, we'll bloody build a bridge. Because we can build bridges in this country. Oh, yes, we can. Like, everything gets a bridge. Everything. Like, even the house I live in, the building, not a house, because I don't live in a house, I live in a flat. But, you know, the building that my flat is in, it's got its own bridge. Which isn't actually far off, because there's a little bridge outside that I can see from... Well, I can just lean over and I can look at a tiny bridge. It's about 2 meters wide. It's just over a little canal or something running. I don't know what the correct term is. I don't really do waterways or that. I don't know that kind of business. Anyway, let's not get bogged down in that. What's going on here? Because this seems like it might be the source of problems. hoping it isn't. So you to here, can you... What's going on? Why is everything all of a sudden gone tits up? So delete this. Right, you're willing to extend over the road again. It'll have to be a, you know, gated crossing. And now you're willing to do it. So it just had a bit of a moment here where it didn't want to cooperate, but it does now. Down here we go. Yeah, this is looking fine. And this is in preparation, although this bridge hasn't really been so nicely sorted out, has it? Speeds will drop to about 107 onto... Hang on, that's the wrong one that I'm building, innit? Because it's from this one onto this. Right, that's how it's going to work. Am I correct? I think I am correct. So you onto there, and then the other one will run onto this one. Yeah. We'll sort out the first stretch here then. Speed up time as the trains chew past. I'm hoping to pause now, and then... Oh god, no, that train needs to carry on a bit. Pause. Thank you. Can we then... That looks like it's got... No, it doesn't have a train on it, so we can delete you, and we can delete you. Then we can delete that little bit of nodding, and then we go in here with the old wooded style sleepers, and then we link you up to here. You will have to drop speed. I don't think this will mess up the trains, but I don't know. So in theory it could. We'll put in a... Well, we'll have to put in a new style signal here. That's entirely okay though. That's still got a signal, so do we need to... Well, we probably need to put in a signal over here just to be safe. So we can drop down that signal over here protecting that one, and then another signal here protecting this stretch so we don't have trains entering there. And I think that's okay, because yeah, I think that's entirely fine. That's that line sorted out then. I really want to get rid of the canteries I put in, but I'll get to that later on. Then let's do some more signalling on this bit. Okay, hang on, before we do signalling, we need to link up the other type over here. Over into you, for example. See, this is nice. Then we do signalling on this stretch. Probably another signal about here. Here, that's a good place, because I don't want to have a signal on the actual bridge itself. We probably also want to have a signal quite early on. We do need to upgrade the tracks running here as well. So upgrade you to high speed running, and you will be running, of course, over on... Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter what you're running in here. What does matter, though, is that you're not... Hang on, no. This is the bit that matters, right? You're running into there, yeah, and you are all electrified. And the depot line is now also electrified. Very important. I have messed that up before. Let's just make sure. Yeah, everything looks okay. Everything looks fine. So signalling time on... Where did we put in a signal? We put in a signal over there. Good. And then we'll have a signal... What's going on outside? Anyway, that doesn't matter right now. Signal here so we clear the bridge. Then have another signal here. I mean, we need to be careful we don't put in too many signals, because that can really mess up spacing. We'll have signals, of course, at each station. It does make quite a lot of sense, admittedly, to have signals on a station. So we can now build another station then over in Peterborough, where this line will terminate. That can be a single track station, and it's probably... Yeah, it'll cost me, what, 800,000 to build it on that side. Versus, yeah, over here we can do it at a 91,000. Not a difficult choice, I have to say. Again, high-speed line will be running out of this station with canteries on. And it can pretty much, it can cross the road here. We will just have it be a gated crossing. Can we run it down here alongside the river? I'm pretty sure we can't have two lines on this stretch, but I really want it to follow the river because I think it'll be pretty. And that's really important when you do a train line, innit? It has to be pretty because that way you attract passengers and that. So you onto here, let's make sure they're actually ending up on one another, so we'll extend them out from here. I say we'll do that, we'll need to try and actually get a crossing going here at a 151, and we won't actually be extending it that far beyond the road. We can do it at 140 instead then. Let's just extend it out of the station over there. That'll be 139, but that's entirely okay. Make sure they are linked up here. And then we can keep it there at 300, but that's a bit much, I think. But we'll have to, so over there, it'll be a bit hilly as well, because it doesn't really follow the terrain contours that well, but it's okay. Extend you down here, right to about there, and then we follow you around here with a curb. Not a curve, but a curving. We can actually link you up, can we? We can, but you're also suggesting a bridge, which I'm not really keen on. You here, can you then link up here? You have to do some speed adjustments, and I'm not keen on that either. So delete this stretch. We can always redo this. Hang on, let's select the actual track that we were running before. So bring you around here at 200, 199. That'll be the inside then, onto you. See, this is a lot better. We're not building a bridge that messes up the terrain and all of that nonsense, are we? So extend you down to about here-ish. Perhaps just after this roadway, we can go ahead and make it a single track. We do have a problem of tightening the area up in here, and I doubt this will be a very busy stretch of the train tracks or train service. But let's just make it a fairly high-speed connection here. If we can get it bang on 80, we can bang on 80. And we can put in, actually we'll put in the signal over on that side. Then have another signal here, so we have signals going on basically. Plop down a signal here. This should clear up everything, I think. Certainly on this stretch, we can always do a branch line into that part of the world. So let's set up the line. A new line, please, running from Rye. Plop you down, please. Rye onto, what's this town even called? I forgot. It's Hale, lovely town, and then down to Peterborough, which is here. Then back to Hale, and back to Rye. So this will be the Rye slash Peter-B. And we'll do a dash, we'll do rail pass. That's a fairly decent name. You will be an electrical train, but we don't really have a good quality one right now. The cheapest one we have is that one, and that's not very quick. So we will buy, well, we got the new, but that's more of a freighty trainy kind of feel in it. So we'll buy the AE4/7 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on. And we will then clone it 3 times. Assign the first one to Rye Peterborough. And then we can come back later on as and when necessary. Then we can go ahead and just leave this one on normal speed. And we have all connections going here to all of these towns. That's all lovely and wonderful. We won't be upgrading some of these lines yet. I know even from the last part we had some flagging up of old trains. But basically I'm waiting for diesel locomotives to come in before I do that. Otherwise, I'd have to electrify every rail, and I'm not really feeling like doing that because it's not realistic. You meanwhile, you're chugging along here with quite a lot of goods, so that's running just fine. We can then look over here in this area. Most of this will be, well, later on it will probably be some smaller branch line stuff, wouldn't it? But we can try and extend out our new mills. We have loads of unused platforms at the moment. In fact, that's a 5-platform station, and we're using what? 1, 2, 3 of them at the moment. That's not really on, is it? So let's pop down a station in Lyme Regis, where we can then go to probably Marlborough, and then Wendover after that. That does actually make a lot of sense because it's down a little alley. It's 1941. Now, I just saw it tick over with the autosave. So 2 stations. Build them at a medium size. Plop you down over here if we can. Actually, maybe over on this side instead. So we have... How are we looking? Oh, yeah, towards Marlborough. That's actually okay. So plop you down and then extend to Marlborough. And we can actually run all the way over to Wendover. Can we actually? I need to be careful what I'm saying here. We probably can if we build a... Hello, why are you going? Not enough room? Because actually that one here is not too bad. I don't know how it'll work in terms of the roads, but certainly we can run a train through here over to Wendover. So we'll go down here, do a... Yeah, we'll keep it with a longish station. Actually, no, we won't. Go right in here and then select you on this side. Actually, that would be quite useful. Cheaper anywhere else? No, it's just going up here. We can have it... Here we can have it 95.3. Cheapest station by far. You will be running on well, you'll be running on this, but I won't be using the electrifying at the station. The electrifying, I won't be using electricity on this line. We just put in one, so let's try and keep it a bit more balanced. But this can thankfully be quite easy on this stretch. I just need to make sure we're actually going towards this station, so I'm guessing it won't be nice all the time. We can keep this on at 60, for example, here. Bring you up through this valley here, but now just do it from the other end, shall we? From here, for example, it is now going terrain alignment problem. Okay. So, okay, you're now really complaining about it here. Why are you complaining about it? Can we then put you in here? Okay, so we've just got to do it in multiple steps. That's okay. And then down here, it's going to be very expensive, and speedy's actually okay on this line. So plop you down. And then run just this here as long as we want to, really. Okay, you're just making it up as we go along because I wasn't tracking it on its side, were we? And then down to about here we can bring it in. So bring it in now, here at about, I mean, we can do it at 100, I reckon. Quite nicely. We can't, so let's do it at 90. That's better, 90, good. Kind of speed to do this. Put in an electrical signal. We've got that newfangled technology here, so why not use it, eh? Plop it down, plop down another signal here just in case. We got a signal there, so we just need to go up here. We may put in more signals later on if we find out that there is a particularly problem about that. Terrain alignment problems again. Right, you're just having that right out of the bat on that side. Why? That's not particularly helpful for me. Can we alleviate that by making it level here? Yes, we can. So if we go in here and we just keep it level, right, it'll be absolutely fine. But even the slightest piece of decline won't work. So the straight track over here, hopefully you will... I mean, that doesn't seem right in the slightest. Does it? No, the road is going to be horribly messed up, isn't it? So the best thing here to do would probably be if we... Main connection needs bypass first. That's really annoying because I just wanted to make a depression in the road, but it doesn't look like it's actually feasible. Can we then delete this then again? And then just extend it out a bit, rather like to about here, for example. Then grab you and then try and bring you down across the road. See, this is working and this isn't even looking that terrible right now. So you onto here, would you then just follow it off? Or we do have enough room on both sides, fantastic. So this is actually okay. It's a bit of an incline here, but it's certainly a lot better than we had, isn't it? Now we just need to trace this to over to there. And we can sort of try and run that alongside the road if we keep it at a speed of about 120, for example. Here, this will be the inside lane. And then we'll just keep it at about 200 here, for example. So we're sort of roughly following the path of the roadway, leading to this station over here. And that doesn't even look too terrible. There'll be a bit of crossing into the ground, but it's okay. Not crossing, digging. That's what you're doing. Just go over here at about 2 frames per second, because it's trying to figure out how you're pathing. There we go. That's a new line running here. We'll just bring you straight across the road. Again, have a proper signalled stop. Not a signalled barrier level crossing. You know, proper one. With gates and, you know, that stops people getting killed by the train. That's good. That's what you do when you're a train company. Where's the station we're going for? Hang on, we've got time going here. Pause. Oh, it's over there, all the way down there. But we do need to bring it in on this side of the road, perhaps. Or we can bring it in over there. Actually, we'll do this final bit from here. We just need to work out what platform we're actually running out of. We've got trains running out of that platform. Trains running out of that platform. And you are running out of that platform down here. So naturally, you'll be running out of the... Okay, let's just be careful here that we select the right one. You'll be running out of this one, won't you? Right, down to here. And then extend you around this bend, around our bend of mistake that we made in the ground. It'll stay there as a sort of constant reminder of our failure. We'll just fill it up with dirt rather than do anything particularly spectacular across it. Then cross you over here. Have a horrible looking bridge. Where's the station we're aiming for? It's over there. So we can extend you out here. We might as well do you at 300. We can't put that in, of course, but we can go in with a red one because it looks different. And variety is nice. Variety and diversity is good. Extend you over here. Link you up with whatever side we fancy. Which one tickles me pickle? Probably the outside here. And then we just run down here. We just mirror that line all the way down as we've already done before. If it wants to, and it does. So before we reach this section here, we might want to... What does it look like back here? Because I think we have... Do we not already... Can we not just link it up here with these? And then it'll just follow in on... Yeah, it just will. Yeah. Basically, yeah. And, yeah, this is good, because that's that one coming in here. Yeah, this is good. I think I know what I'm doing. Famous last words, I know, but I do believe that I know what I am doing. We will put in a signal to hold trains here. Then have another signal as we leave the electrified... Hang on. I realise this looks natty and that hasn't really fixed that, has it? That has. So that's no longer got the natty stuff. But just delete this over here. Just make sure we reconnect this up. Thank you. Thank you. This over here, I mean, it's not used for anything. So that was just excess anyway. Then we have a signal there to clear that. Then we'll have another signal over here. Another signal on that. Hang on, where did that signal go in? It went in on the right position, I think. Then we'll do, of course, at the stops. Yes. Always signal at the stops. It makes sense, you know. And then we can just keep it going here so we don't actually have that much room between these stations. So we can just do that. Then we have the problem of this stretch here, which we already sort of signaled, didn't we? Yeah, we need another signal, otherwise this will go into a massive chaos at some point. So signal you there, then we do the line. New line running from New Mills, starting off in New... The new line will be starting off in New Mills, then calling in Lyme Regis, Marlborough, Wendover, back to Marlborough, then Lyme Regis, and back to New Mills. So this will be... will probably be... Wendover slash New Mills. Oh, pass. That'll be fine. So that's being put into action here. We can go ahead and probably put steam on it. Well, I'll have to, won't I? Because I don't have anything else available. Well, I've got electrical diesel. So let's go with... And that's not even a fast one, but we could go with a Mallard. But that's a bit expensive, isn't it? Right, well, we'll go with a couple of steam locomotives then by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just clone it. If we get a diesel locomotive soon, we'll just swap that one out, won't we? So you'll run there. And then this will hopefully see lots of increase in use over the whole stretch. Where's this train at in Hale? You're approaching Peterborough. So we can prepare the next train out to Rye and between Peterborough. That's good. What isn't good, meanwhile, is the massive problems we are having in town here. Then we'll need to perhaps look into vehicle replacement. How old are these? 5 years, they're not that old. Hang on, do we have vehicle replacement on? We did, and it was set very low. We can go ahead then and set it to the Sauertuscher, which will be running a lot quicker. Just swap this out as soon as you can, please. Let's make sure then that we have road vehicles running not too old. Rails are running old. Lit cargo is running old. Goods wagon. But coaches, you are 28 years. Vehicle replacement. Oh, we need to set the vehicle first, of course. It will be the Sauertuscher at 100%. Then we need to go into lit coach clockwise. Set up exactly the same thing with Sauertuscher. 100%, yes please. That's the latest options we have, so it's entirely okay to run them as such. You are, again, 5 years old, so you're very young. That's quite annoying, really. Roy Coach 2, how old are you? Detail, 7 years. I mean, we will set it up for you as well onto Sauertuscher. And then towards the end of this video, actually, which won't be that far off, I suppose, we will just make sure that everything is okay and that we don't have any lines that are running with massive new vehicles all the time. Loads of people are waiting here for, well, mostly to ride new mills because this line hasn't really been set up yet. You are pulling in here slowly. Hopefully you'll gain speed at some point, right? I mean, you've got power. You are the electrical thing. Why are you running so slow? There we go. It's just this stretch that's really slow for them for some reason. I might look into that at some point because that seems a bit weird. Anyway, let's look at road transport for Hale. Set up a bus network because buses are good for us because it supplies our trains with passengers and that. We can just squeeze in one of the bigger stations and that's happy indeed. So have a station here and then a station right there before we cross over the bridge. And we have residential mostly in this area, so stop there, and then we'll just have a stop here before the road. Here and then another one of the stops down here towards the end of town. That's good. I like this a lot. Group these stations together so we don't mess it all up as we have done before. It's a simple procedure. It's worth doing. Over here, sort that out. Now we'll do the line, which will be starting at Hale Central, go away at St John's Road, then the Drive, New Street, Lower Hale, New Street, the Drive, and St John's Road again. So this will be Hale, we'll do a dash coach. We'll need a road depot in town, of course, which we will plop down right. Where would that be beneficial? Let's keep in mind that we might need to run other types of... oh, yeah, this is a good question, isn't it? We can pop it down over on this terrain realignment. There we go. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4 coaches to this line, we can then speed up time a bit. Let's have a look about cargo and see what we got in terms of production. We have wood, we've got loads of that, but we don't have any coal being produced in the area, which is pretty much the only issue. That literally is the only issue in terms of cargo for this area. Do we have then, we do have coal being produced over here. So I could technically run that by train to, where is that processing facility? Well, to either this facility or that facility, depending on which one I fancy. But we have got, what? Do we have any wood? We've got wood facilities here, right? But any places they made wood in the area? We've got down here and over there, actually. So, oh no, that's very hilly. That's slightly less hilly. So I suppose we could run a... well, it'll have to be a road line, wouldn't it? Although, no, oh god, this is a problem. There's nothing running here that I can really benefit from. Oh! Yeah, okay, we may need to try and address this by adding more buses. I didn't think it'd be this popular, would it? Right, here we go, then on to Hale. Lots of coaches needed for Hale. How are the trains looking in terms of passenger numbers? Well, they're not brilliant, but we are only just now setting up the coach services, aren't we? Then Peterborough. Probably we also... oh, that's actually quite decently done by me. So we can go with... yeah, I mean, I suppose we'll just go with this type of station. We won't put in a tram stop here. I don't see why we would want to. Pop down a depot just on the other side. We might as well, it's pretty easy to do. And then we do a stop, one of the normal stops. How do we want to do this then? Because we sort of just need to loop about. So do we want to actually run it twice? So plop you down here. So we run one line through that way and another line through that way. Yeah, alright, why not? Pop down these stops so we just pretty much circle about. Stop them before the junction, that way they won't keep traffic from going into that junction. It's a little thought I've had and I quite like it. This might change later on depending on how everything goes with the city development and that. But for now we'll just run them through here, we'll do the grouping together as well. You're a group, you're not, so let's group you. Grouping done, we'll set up the line then. New line please. Hang on, I'll just need to sit properly. It's something I do tend to squirm about a lot, because I don't sit still very well. Onto George Street from Peterborough West. Queen Street, Broadway, Victoria Road, and then we'll just go to George Street. There will be a problem of a bottleneck at George Street because some of these won't be stopping. So, well, we'll just run one line now. You'll be Peter Bar. Oh no, it doesn't have a large. Peter Bar. Probably we'll do it coach. So we'll run just one coach line here just to prevent what I just talked about, that little bottlenecking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think we'll see that many passengers here, but whatever. Run you here, Peterborough. Oh, hang on, no. Yeah, of course you are unwilling. I said you to the wrong thing, didn't I? Because I'm an idiot. There we go. So you're running down here. Goods would be beneficial here, wouldn't it? Yes, it would, but there's literally no facilities here that we could do at all. Like, the best thing, probably... I mean, is there anything oily in the area? No. I mean, the sort of... I suppose we could run here between these, but it's very hilly, and I don't foresee that being really useful for us. How about here in Hale? How are we looking in terms of coaches? Is that enough we've got running now? Oh, no, definitely not. So, buy a couple more coaches to send them out. Thank you to Hale, Oh god, I've nearly died there. To Hale, thank you. You're picking up meanwhile. We've got 29 waiting. Everyone's very full in Maidstone, so we need more trams for Maidstone. Very good. More trams means more money for us, so Maidstone tram, please. Thank you. Trains, so we're looking in terms of capacity. Not a lot there. You're just running nice and to plan. Hang on, that train's catching up. Right. You're running far too close. Also, why do we have a signal there? Don't know why we have a signal there, but okay, that's fine. Literally don't know why. That may have been an old plan, but certainly that's not what we're doing now. So we definitely need to look into this line because the train looks to be absolutely messed up. You, for example, are, thankfully, you're a cargo train, so you're not the one. But blimey, that's a lot of people waiting. Let's hope that will sort itself out at some point. We can probably... No, we can't get rid of that depot because it's servicing the cargo line, innit? How are you looking then? You're looking good. Everything's looking good. What about over here? How many is waiting? For Killingworth, he's looking 67 waiting. Do we have 1 or 2 trains running on that line? I suspect we only have 1 train, so let's assign you to... Oh no, I'm getting confused here. Let's not. How many is waiting for the new one over to... Wendover? 5 is, and where's that train? That's slowly chugging its way towards the return stretch, so we'll get you onto the... Where is that one down here? Wendover, New Mills. I mean, the increased train running will bring more passengers in because they see the trains running, and they go on them. Killingworth got 72 waiting. Everything's looking fine. Everything's looking fine and dandy. Everything's okay. No dramas here. Then we can try now and link up. Then we can try and link up Hale with Sawbridgeworth. And I want to use the new things we got, the red arrows. We'll do it by having a double platform here so we can run the trains into Harrow and Crowthorne should we want to later on. Although it's looking decidedly difficult to sort that out actually. Is it better to do it from over here? No, it'll be very expensive either way, and this actually looks to be... That's even a bigger problem in it because we've got the hills and that. So we can build you here, that's sort of okay. Canterbury's, yes please. Can we then extend you? Okay, I mean if we're lucky, right? Can we not keep you level? We can over here and you just immediately become a bridge. And we can then cross you over, right? Can we not cross you over here at about 140? No, 140 we can here. So let's do it with a red bridge. Thank you. And then we'll just bring you in here. Get you sorted out again with a red bridge. Oh, no. Disregard. Abandon all plans for that. That was a stupid idea I had. So let's try then and run you. You need to be running down, mate. This is a terrible way of doing this. So we need to keep it quite slow as we snake our way down. Let's just get you to sort of level yourself out if you can at about 80. Snaking your way about. Right, okay, delete this bit because that was obviously stupid of me. And then you back in here with this stretch. Bring you over here. We need to try and keep you level. Right, would you mind descending? Just keep descending here on this side, if you would. It was saving, that's why it stuttered. That's acceptable. Just keep you running here. I don't want to do it with a bridge, but we can just do it with a massive gorge. Running on the side. Run you over here then. Again here, I want to keep it like so. We just need you to calm down this side of the mountain, if you would. I'm aware that we're running in entirely the wrong direction, but I sort of have to, I suppose. We're running it down the mountain, so this is horrible, actually. Completely the wrong direction, but I'll make it work. I have to. I've invested a lot of money in this. So round here. Can we not bring you down to the proper level yet? I mean, that's a stupid idea. Why are you suggesting this stupid idea? Can we not please make this into a bridge then? Oh god, this is awful. Absolutely awful, this. Delete that, come up with something entirely different then. Can we link you up first between? Yes, we can. Do a proper station there. Slope is too large to connect you up. Can we then delete that stretch of train line? And then connect you up with that? I mean, you are willing to do it. Right, it'll be slow on this section. So I finally made it down to the valley. And we need to try now and link this up between these two. You here. You can link up to there. That's entirely okay. And follow you in then. It's not the most effective approach, but it'll have to do for now. Plump you into whatever you did there, and then extend you over through here. And then link you up with your platform in a moment. Now at some point we need to extend this one out to a double size over here, so we're now running a 4. We can do that here if we run it at 70. I like 70. 70 is a lovely number. And then we can run double sections pretty much all the way through. Even up onto some of these bits up here that are climbing. But I would probably want to try and terminate it here. So they're running a single track through this stretch. If we need to, we'll put in some sort of pulsing system. But right now it's going to get very expensive further up the line. So plop you down here. Plop down a few signals on this stretch. Everything will then be fine. We can always couple some of those wagons together. Which is indeed what I intend on doing. We also need to put down a signal first of... well, we splat it all the way. We split it all the way out here. So signal there. And a signal here. Then we need a depot, which we can run to where? You're pulling in here, so we can logically run the depot out of this side. Slap you down, slap down a depot. Thank you. Buy some trains by 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try and run these together then. So this is the setup we'll be using. 3 red arrows combined together, which sounds fantastic. Then the line will be going from... Hang on, no, disregard. We'll be focusing just on line 1. I double clicked when I shouldn't have. From Hale to... What's this called? It's called... That's a long name, Sawbridgeworth. It'll be Hale... do a slash saw BW... Do a dash rail pass. Rail pass, that's entirely acceptable. Then you, over here, set you to running towards Hale and Sawbridgeworth. You'll be pulling out here. We've got loads of people waiting for Peterborough, 44 waiting. As the 3 setup system with 45 passengers are pulling in here. They look sort of unique. Well, certainly they look unique. Look at that. Certainly they look unique, the new trains we have. Certainly these red arrows are looking unique. Like a sort of old-style American lorry in a train form. Which is okay. Did you pick up anyone? No, you didn't, but you'll pick up somebody at some point. Everybody's now waiting on that line. Hopefully you'll be waiting soon. Then we can now prepare the next one. I'll just do this one off camera then. We now have the service running between Hale and Peter. We now have the service running between We now have the service running between Hale and Sawbridge Worth, and I don't know if there's any passengers on them. No, there isn't, but hopefully they will come at some point. Perhaps the issue is that's quite far away, so we'll build a road depot and a station up here. Quite as close as to the station as we can get, which would be there. Then we'll do a few stations running in here. We'll try and keep them all joined together. Do them here. It's fairly close. Doesn't really look that bad. And then we can run them down through this stretch as well. Just link them up and then run them straight down this street. I know it doesn't look that effective, and it probably isn't, but it doesn't always have to be. There, you'll loop round, pull in there. Fantastic. So Sawbridge Worth, you get your own coach line. Hopefully you'll be bringing in passengers. You'll be starting off at Sawbridge Worth sidings, calling at Park Avenue, North Street, Church Lane, Queensway, The Green, Queensway, Church Lane, not twice. Disregard. No, I need this one, thank you. I need this one, please. Remove. Then we pull into North Street, Park Avenue, and then back. With that done, we need a road depot, of course. And that doesn't fit in anywhere appropriate, so let's not set up to... And with that done, we need to set up a road depot, but that doesn't really fit in with anywhere, so let's build it down here where it sort of fits in. It's not ideal, but it'll have to do. We'll buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's always good to have a few set up here and assign you to Sawbridge Worth, which will be all the way down at the bottom end. Hopefully there will be a few passengers on this service now. They've got 8 out of 45, that's not too bad. Don't think that's the most financially viable line that I've ever set up, but if it works, it works. It may be the ideal service for that part. I do believe that we have something going out of stock very soon, so I'm hoping we'll unlock something by the next year. We can also just take a quick moment here and look at the lines that we have run, not the vehicles, but lines actually. Just making sure that we don't have any stupid upgrading schemes going on. Armisham Coach, vehicle replacement, nothing set up on that. Then Armisham Coach, nothing set up on that. Everything seems to be broadly okay now that I checked out everything. We do have a train sitting in the Rye depot, which I think is for the new Peterborough line. And I need to be careful over here. You are going to Peterborough, right? Yes, you are, so we won't send you out yet. So we got a few changes there in the vehicle setup. There were a few set up that shouldn't have been set up and all of that. Year change? Anything unlocked? No. Did we not lose something? I thought we lost like a locomotive or something. Yeah, we lost the old steam locomotive, so we only have the Mallard available now. That's a problem. That could be a very serious problem. I mean, this needs to be addressed because you're just going so slowly through this stretch. So, halt. Can we then smash you up, smash you up, smash you up, smash you up, smash everything up here? Which line are you running into? You're running into something else. Okay. So can we then delete you? Then we'll sort out this mess here. Curvature too big. Wind your neck in, mate. You saying I've got a fat arse? You can't do this over here, so there's definitely some sort of problem running here. Don't know what it is. Curvature's too high, it claims. Don't know why. Is there some sort of minuscule thing running here at the end? Which at the time the game launched, there was a problem with. I remember very clearly. And now I think I've actually cocked this up quite massively because, you know, all of this is now not ever sort of working at all. Well, we'll have to speed up time just a wee bit. See if we can now delete this stretch of track. We can, thank God for that. Can we then extend you down and link you up here? Yeah, that now works. Then we just link you... Hang on, why are you merging in here? Delete you. Then grab you all the way down to where? Here, I suppose. And then we link you into where? Into here. Hang on. Why don't we extend you down to sort of there? And grab you. I mean, what's the longest one? You run to 50, so you can merge in here, right? So you can just use the same one. Oh, no, you can't, because it's not working that way, right? We can smash you up, can't we? You'll work now. No. So can we smash up? Oh no, because that's a junction they need to go over. That's right, I forgot. How can I forget? I've literally only just done this bit. And you've cocked up here, so delete you. And we'll have to redo this section then. You here. See, this is okay. And then you are running to where? Oh, hang on. No, you're going over here into that station, aren't you? Yes, you are. No. Okay, what's going on here then is what? Because we've got this train line running. You're merging over here onto that platform. Meanwhile, you are... I've lost track of what we are doing here. You are running to... Where? You're running over to New Mills, right? You're New Mills. You're here, and you merge into this to pull into that station, right? Then we've got these two coming here into this. But what station or what are they going into? Unless we have... Do we have another... No, we don't have another one out there. So which one are you pulling into? Because we have... Over here we got the one to Ilkeston on this stretch. And then this one is to Sunderland, isn't it? So what platform are you pulling into? And you can't use that one. So you're having to use... Which platform are you having to use then? So if we then take you here, right? Merge you. But no, we don't need to merge you, actually. That's not the problem. The problem is here. As short as we can. Here, can we merge you in before that? We just can. So that's okay. You'll then pull in here. Right. Ting tang. Walla walla bing bang. This is a problem. This looks messy. You'll be running into here. Right. No? What's going on? Why am I so confused all of a sudden? I think we might be using the same stretch as here. Let's just go in then and delete all of this and redo this section so it's all running into the right platform. We'll redo all of this then. To wrap everything up now, we'll redo this. You're all non-electrified. You'll be then... Oh, hang on. You will be running into this platform. That's okay. Nobody's going to complain about that. You will be running out here with 70, right? You'll be running up to here. You're not going to complain because you're linked up here, right? Yes, you are. You'll be running down here. And you'll... Hang on, no, actually what we want to do is delete you. Because you'll actually be linking up here with that one. That's better. Then you can then continue on to here, right? And then bring you in. Oh, no, we can't because it's too tight. Okay. Then you will be extended onto here. 50. There we go. That's better, innit? You get a new signal. You're running here. You don't need a new signal at all. So the new setup is that Sunderland will be running off platform 2. St. Ives and Ilkeston will be running off platform 3. Platform 4 currently unused. Platform 5 will be to New Mills. And then the first one will be to Peterborough. Christ. I think that's that sorted then. Oh no, it's not. We need a signal here. And now I think that's that sorted. Let's just see that the line system has caught up with what I did. It has. Slightly confused, but I think everything's now working as intended. Speed up time, and we'll wrap it up now. I hope you've enjoyed this TrainFever video. Goodbye.